Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside.
Good morning and welcome to Grocery Haul Friday. I'm doing a bit different today. I've actually got you not on my tripod stand because I want to turn you around and show you the quickest grocery haul video you have ever seen, and then we're going to walk my kitchen because I'm going to explain to you how we're going to get by on the groceries I've bought this week. Now, if you've seen my previous grocery hauls, you would know I have been maximizing the Coles online. I did click and collect, and I've been maximizing the sales I've been having. They had 10% off last week, so that gave me like $40 off. No, $26 off my grocery spending. Coles Flybys gave me $40. So they gave me like 9,000 points, and I was like living in it. And then I was like, Joe, stop. We got a budget. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down back to the budgets. So I went through my house and I'm like, I don't need to buy a lot of food. I could definitely be like stockpiling and having things ready there and then not have to buy for like weeks on end. But that doesn't work for our family. We do go through milk every week, and we do like the odd bit of fresh fruit as well. So I was like, let's just pare it right back, bring the budget back into a line of me being comfortable and getting us back on track. It's easy for sales to get you off track. So I was like, no, let's bring it back down. So groceries this week, groceries came into $53.04. I got no sales. Nothing was on sale. Excuse me. And I even got told that my Abbott's white bread was out of stock, so I got the Helga's as a substitute. So I got no discounts, no nothing, and nothing was on sale, but this is what I got. So I was selective with my produce. I got the cheapest potatoes, and I was selective with my fruit and veg. The strawberries were pretty good price this week, so happy to pay for them. A little bit of apples and bananas, and then some zucchini for further dinners and cucumber for dinner this week as well. And they had my ginger in stock, so a ginger lemon honey tea is coming right up. I could have spent less. I did learn this week that there is a minimum at Coles Click and Collect, which is $50. Now that might be challenging for some that just want to pop out and grab a couple of bits and pieces. That can definitely put a spanner in the works if you don't want to go into the shops. Can you buy extra? I don't know, are there options that you could share it with a neighbour or something, or could you stock up on a little bit more extra things to get to the $50 mark? I'm not too sure. I knew there was a minimum, but I didn't know it was $50, so there you go. So I got my click and collect. I did bump it up by getting, I think, the potatoes. So I didn't need potatoes. And realistically, I didn't need the ginger. I really wanted the ginger. And the ginger's not cheap. I think it's like $20 a kilo. So I think this alone was like $4 or $5 or something. But you only use like slithers. Anyway, let's just carry on. So this is it. This is my groceries for the week. Not much, but I'm going to turn it into quite a bit because I stockpile. So let me get my milk put into the fridge, and then we're going to walk through and check everything out on how I'm going to plan dinners for the week, snacks and all. Now, I have not pre-planned any of this. I have not cleaned it up to make it look pretty for us all. I'm just going to roll with it. So we're going to start with the pantry. I have got a staples video, so pantry staples, fridge staples, and freezer staples. Probably worth having a look at that, 'cause I'm not going to go into detail into, you know, how you can really make a meal out of nothing, out of your staples. I'm just going to share with you how I'm going to get through the week with things that I've already got purchased. And you can see I'm pretty well stocked with some pantry things. This is it. This is my whole entire tin section. So I think I've got more than enough to get me through for a few weeks. Is a grocery haul without letting my dog in and out 4 or 5 times? Okay, back to it. So this week we are going to have, the kids have Wheat Bix or Nutri-Grain for breakfast. My husband has cornflakes because he's not having oats and that sort of thing. He's removing those from his diet. If you don't know the story, I have talked about it before. I have porridge for breakfast. I've got 2 backup packets up there of Wheat Bix, but this box here, she's big, like it's a big box there, and the Nutri-Grain is well stocked. So breakfast, not an issue for the week. If I wanted to on the weekend to do pancakes, I've got flour, I've got my sugars up there, I've got eggs in the fridge and milk, or I could even do crepes if I wanted to, and we could do icing sugar, lemon juice. We could do peanut butter inside of it. We could do frozen fruit. I've got plenty of frozen fruit in the freezer. So breakfasts are looking pretty good for the week. I'm not concerned about breakfast. Lunches for the week. So I've got bread. Let's hop out of the pantry. Actually, no, let's stay in the pantry. I've got up the back here 2 packets of the corn thins that my kids love to have for sandwiches. I do have a loaf of bread from today's grocery haul, so that will get consumed. I've got another packet that had been opened down there. I am going to make some homemade crackers this week that my kids really like. So I'm going to share that. I have shared that recipe on my YouTube video before. Maybe I'll film it again, maybe I won't. I've got some Jatz crackers they can have with some cheese on them. And then I can obviously add the kids, like stock them up with the rest of things. They've got tiny teddies up there. I've got some chips there they could have with them. In my freezer, I have got frozen muffins, I've got frozen biscuits, and I am going to make a batch of my whole pancakes. I've got everything right here to be able to cook that. So lunches and snacks for the kids, I think we're going to be fine. Dinners is usually the one where people get to the end of the day and they go, I don't know what to make. So let's go through what I'm going to do for dinner this week. And I kind of have an idea and I kind of don't have an idea. Don't mind my kitchen and my messy house, but I can guarantee that stuff there is not going to make me dinner. Apart from maybe the potatoes. But down in here, so I do have a few potatoes left, but in this drawer here, I've got my sweet potatoes and onions. So I think I'm going to do my pulled pork. So I do a baked sweet potato, cut it open, put my pulled pork in it. That's pre-made in my freezer. And then I put some toppings on it. So I put some corn on it. I could put some lentils on it. I put on red kidney beans, and then it's like a homemade salsa. I've got all that stuff available for me. These noodles here, I didn't end up using them the other week, which is the rice vermicelli noodles. And what I'm going to do with that there, I've got all my sauces at the back. So I've got my fish sauce. I've got to use brown sugar for the recipe. I need to use chili, which is actually in my freezer. I freeze my chilies, and then when I need to use it, I just grate it like on a little grater, really handy. And over in this freezer here, this freezer's not big. I would like to get a bigger one when we do move into our home because we have the room for it. These here, so these are my beef strips that I didn't use the other week. So I'm going to make a dinner out of there and I will share it with you. I've got chicken nuggets for the kids and I've got frozen fish there. So they'll become a dinner one night with some mashed potato and veg on the side. This is a stew I made the other week. We're probably going to heat that up with some boiled potatoes. I've got pork sausages here that I may make. Let's have a look, guys. I've got a couple of options. Need to obviously clean in there out again, don't I? So I could do the classic bangers and mash with some peas and corn and some onion, or I've got pastry. I've got some puff pastry, so maybe I do my sausage rolls and they're full of veg, and we could do sausage rolls one night with some salad on the side. Who knows? So what I might do, I'll just show you my fridge really quickly as well. My fridge is, haven't touched it, guys. I have taken out some ham. So we've got ham there defrosting. I've got some chicken I need to cook up. My neighbours gave me a really nice salad dressing. So tonight for dinner we're actually going to be doing steak and salad, because I do have... I do. That's spinach in that container there from last week. And then I've got asparagus in there. And in this one here, I've actually got 2 different types of beans. These are new containers I bought from Kmart and I'm trialing them. So these are all from last week. I cut all these up and they're still like fresh. Super fresh. So I'm really enjoying these containers here, although I did put one through the washing machine and it totally melted and warped. So we're gonna do steak tonight. I've got plenty of carrots there. I've got plenty of broccoli at the back. This is a homemade muesli bar I made yesterday. I love it. My son rubbed his nose up at me, so I don't think he was expecting that kind of a muesli bar. I think he was expecting the packaged ones. And I got plenty of eggs. There's only 2 eggs left in this packet here, but then this is a 30 pack of eggs. I can cook and I can bake and I can do plenty of things. We can do boiled eggs for breakfast, we can do boiled eggs for dinner, and I've got eggs where I can cook and bake through the next week. I've got some sour cream up the back here. Don't usually buy sour cream because I find if we just get natural Greek yogurt, it's actually a healthier option, does really well. That's my sourdough starter. I'm probably gonna make some bread this week. Not today, so let's stick it down there. I've got a big block of cheese, and this is cheese here in a beeswax wrap. I've got ricotta. I still haven't made that ricotta gnocchi. And cream. Cream is really handy to have in your fridge as well. Don't mind my fridge is flashing at me. But I am going to make some enchiladas this week. So I made some shredded chicken yesterday. So tonight we're going to do the steak and use up the salad dressing and have salad. So salad, boiled potato, baked potato, sour cream on top, big salad, nice steak, salad dressing, beautiful. And then I am going to get chicken, probably some more from here. And I do have wraps. My freezer is so well stocked, but trust me, these are actually wraps there. And I'm going to use the salsa verde. I know in this fridge from last week, I have got some red capsicum up the back there. So let's cut the capsicum up, put it in with the chicken and the salsa verde, put it into the wrap them up, put them into a tray, sprinkle on top some salsa. If this is really good, I've got 2 salsas so I could do on the following week. Sprinkle some cheese on top and bake it. Done. And I can just serve that with like some fresh boiled rice on the side. I should probably be writing this up on the board here, shouldn't I? Let me grab my stand and we'll start writing it up. All right, can you see me, guys? I'm kind of working all over the shot today, but I just wanted to be a bit more natural with the thinking process on dinners because grocery haul is literally fruit, veg, and some milk. So we're gonna do chicken enchiladas. We're gonna do the beef and noodle. I'm writing from the worst angle because the tripod is, sorry. We're gonna do soup and bread. I'm actually gonna make a sourdough because that'll just help the fresh bread last longer with the bread I bought this week for sandwiches. I'm gonna do the pulled pork spelled properly. I'm gonna do fish, chicken, nuggets, and veg. I do have meat pies, so we might do meat pies and mash, and there'll be veggies along with that one as well. I've got the pork sausages, so I am just gonna write up here sausages and veg because I could turn that into the sausages and the veg sausage rolls, or I could just do sausages and veg, whatever. And then I just do, because my board allows for 8 meals, I just do a fend for yourself night, which can be like your leftovers and that sort of thing. But you'll see from here, if you can read that board, the only stuff I'm really using for my grocery haul this week is the salsa verde that I got with the groceries. And I don't need that. I could have just done the chicken. I could have sprinkled on some of my taco seasoning. Sorry, I brought you over to my pantry. I could have used the chicken. Oh, it's up the back there. I've got a big thing of taco seasoning I got from Costco when we went to Costco's. I could use that. When I buy the taco kits, I don't buy a taco kit anymore. I just buy the shells and I buy them in like a 12 pack so they last us quite a while. Like the kids go through quite a few when we eat. So I only buy the taco shells. I then buy a jar of salsa. And then I buy, like, you can actually buy containers, even in like, what are the other brands you can get them in? Hoyt's, is it? Yeah, this brand here. You can buy like the taco seasoning there, or you can make your own taco seasoning if you've got the right herbs and spices in your pantry. And then I find you don't just have a taco kit, you've got taco shells, and you've got salsa you can make enchiladas with. You've got the taco seasoning you can use to marinate chicken with. I do have a what I eat for dinner in a week, and I marinated, literally just got the chicken and put the taco seasoning in the raw chicken, mixed it up and put it in the freezer, and then I took it out, I cooked it up, barbecued it and grilled it really nicely with some rice and like a salsa on the side, and it was a perfect dinner. So by breaking down the taco kit, I've given myself not just a taco night, but I've got other ingredients in my pantry that I can turn into something without having to only have a taco kit. Does that make sense? So they're my dinners for the week. Let me quickly run through some other ideas. I'm trying to add a lot more value into this video for those that are potentially in a longer term lockdown than what we are. If I was in a longer term lockdown, I would be trying to go through and get quite creative and use as much as I can in my pantry. Now, I did buy some gelatin the other week, if you guys remember gelatin powder. What I would probably be doing this week, or an idea you could do, is I've always got tinned or frozen fruit. Always. Because if I ever run out of fresh fruit and my kids want something, I can kind of come up with it. Let's just grab tinned peaches. What I may do this week is actually take the peaches out, but keep the sauce, keep the syrup, maybe water it down a little bit, and then I could make my own homemade jelly. So peach flavored jelly, and then you could either eat the peaches, cut the peaches on top. You could make a peach crumble. So by using brown sugar, butter, always have butter in my fridge, and some oats, maybe a little bit of cinnamon. You could make like a crumble on the top. You don't need a base for it, but if you wanted a base, I do have puff pastry in my freezer. So beautiful dessert to make right there. I could make some overnight oats, or I could make a chia pudding. So I love having, I've got two tins of it, 2 tins of coconut milk, and this is great for making overnight oats. You put some oats in there, you put some cinnamon, some maple syrup, and then you can put some toppings on top like pine nuts. I've got pepita seeds there, and you can make like a really nice overnight breakfast, and then you can put like some tinned fruit on top if you wanted to. One of my favorite tinned fruits, or I prefer them fresh, but sometimes you can't always get them in season, they can be quite expensive, is light cheese. I make a really good cocktail out of this too. Well, the other thing I could do is get my chia seeds and get my coconut milk and put them together in a container, let them absorb, and you get like a really nice pudding. On the topic of desserts and puddings, I could make homemade creamed rice. Now, I like to make my cream rice with half milk and half cream. If you don't have cream, you can just use milk. Cook up your rice. I cook it in the milk, so I don't cook the rice separately and then add milk to it. I cook it in the milk. I don't have any vanilla bean on me, nothing. I could add maple syrup to sweeten it. I could add some brown sugar to sweeten it. I could add some cinnamon. I could add some allspice to, I mean, whatever you've got and however you want to sweeten it. You can put 10 tablespoons of sugar into it if you wanted to. So that's a handy little snack or dessert to have, and you could put some fruit on top if you wanted to. I'm literally looking at my pantry and seeing what I can come up with. I've got pretty good options there. I've got plenty of 2-minute noodles that my kids love. I'm well stocked on coffee and tea. I've got lots of these packets here that aren't open because when they go at half price, I stock up. I've got a bucket load of pasta. So I always have 2 types of pasta. I have like a straight spaghetti type pasta, and then I always have some type of small shell noodle something pasta, because I can do a lot with this for my kids. I can make mac and cheese out of it. I can do kind of like a potato bake, pasta bake thing for them. I can do like chicken soup but put the noodles through it for them. If I didn't have the small noodles, I would just use these here and like break them up, but I find they can get a bit mushier quicker compared to like the small pasta ones, so I have those. And I haven't even gone to some of the other things in my pantry, like I've got like pastes and that sort of thing up here where I could make my own curry pastes. I do have, do I want to show you some of the meat I've got in my freezer? I don't really see the point of it because it's just meat I'm going to cook up. I think it's more your pantry stuff that if you've got it stocked in the right way, you can really come up with some really creative ideas. So just by standing here, I've got enough to do like breakfast, lunches and dinners probably for the next 2 weeks, I would say, for a family of 4, which I think is pretty good. Keeping in mind today's grocery haul for $54, $53. The past 2 weeks I think I've spent $200. Before that I think I spent $140, but I was very strategic about the things I have purchased. If I was to take you upstairs, you would see I probably got 4 backup tubes of toothpaste, because when they go on sale I purchase them. Deodorant, I think I've got 8 deodorants and my husband's got 6, because when they're half price I stock up on them. So under my sink, you guys know I have a weird thing about when the dishwashing liquid goes on sale, I stock up. When it's half price I try and buy like 2 or 3 at once. I'm well stocked. If we were to run out of anything, it would literally be milk and fresh fruit, and I can just do a click and collect order for it. So I hope this, I don't even want to call it a grocery haul. I want to call it like a food planning video. I hope it's helped you in some way, that if you're in lockdown, you can't get out, you don't want to get out, or the really idiotic panic buying has kicked in where you are for whatever reasons and you can't get hold of some of the things that you have at home already. I hope I have given you some options. I am doing a video, I think I've got 2 dinners left, on a week of dinners, and I've tried to make them different to what I have shared before. So as soon as that's done, I'll get it uploaded for you all. I do my videos every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. If we ever go into a lockdown, I do my best to then vlog every day. 1, it keeps me occupied and busy, and 2, I think it helps others out there when they're in a lockdown as well. But if I do get the chance to do a bonus video, I will just upload it. So if you do follow me and you get the notifications, or you subscribe, whatever it is, I don't know. If you do get notified when a video goes up, you will randomly get a bonus one from me every now and then, and it might be the dinner video. I might just do a, it's done, let's just get it up for you guys to see. But I hope this was helpful for you all. Probably more so to my Australian followers, because a lot of us are in lockdown. I do have a lot of UK and American followers, and I know you guys are starting to get out there and do a lot more things. But I hope the ideas I've shared on how you can literally turn a pantry that just looks like jars and stuff actually into some pretty decent meals to feed your family or yourself. I'll leave it there for today's video, guys. I'm actually going to clean my kitchen. I need to get my kitchen clean and put away, and then I am filming 2 more videos today. I've actually probably got quite a few videos I'm going to be uploading randomly here and there. I just got to get around to editing them, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we will talk soon. Bye.